Hi there, Coach Olivia. So I'm going to be teaching you some of the more basic rules of lacrosse today. So, getting started with probably the most important rule that we have for player safety is making sure you're not getting your stick in the sphere. So a sphere is basically from your shoulders up, and it's like a big bubble around your head, all the way in the back, all the way in the front. So you want to make sure your stick is never in a girl's sphere. So that comes with stick checking, maybe sometimes on the draw when you reach up, or even just running by and you're just trying to catch a ball. You always want to make sure that you're not invading another girl's space when it comes to the stick in her sphere. Next is pushing. So the biggest rule with pushing is you don't want to have this. This is not good. Having your arms straight like this and your stick horizontal. We don't like horizontal sticks. The best thing that we can do is we put our stick straight up and we put our hands together, and that way when you're defending on the girl, you have your knuckles on her body. That'll help a lot because you'll get to be able to feel where she is and you're not breaking any rules. So that's very important too. Next we have trapping. So trapping is a big one because I know a lot of people get a little lazy sometimes and you don't want to pick the ball up properly, but you always got to remember you got two butts down when you're scooping up the ball, two butts down, right? So we want to avoid putting our stick like this and raking the ball like that. We also want to avoid going like this and scooping like that. We don't scoop like this. That's called covering or trapping. So we want to make sure that we're not doing this. You got to get your two butts down, right? And so another big rule when it comes to the ball on the ground scooping is if the ball's in between a girl's legs, you can't pick that up. You'll get in trouble for that. You'll get a penalty for that. So you can't do this. You're scooping between her legs. Sometimes that's very good for ball positioning. When you're trying to box out a girl, you want to get the ball in between your legs. That way she stays out. And I'd say next, the most important positional rule is the restraining line. So there's two very important lines called the restraining line. Those separate the attack zone and the offense zone from the middle and neutral zone. So the most important thing is you always need to have 3 people behind the restraining line. So when we're attacking and we're trying to score goals, there'll be 3 girls behind the defensive restraining line. So those girls will be our defense players who will line up on the restraining line on the draw. Next, while we're trying to stop a goal from being scored in our defensive zone, we have 3 of the attackers on the attack restraining line. You don't necessarily have to stand directly on the restraining line. We just have to make sure we always have 3 girls behind that. And those 3 attackers will line up behind the attack restraining line on the draw as well. So those are all the very important basic rules that I can teach you guys today. I hope you have a lot of fun learning and playing lacrosse, and enjoy the sun, enjoy the sport. It'll be a great time. See you later.